The remaining topic. Yesterday we had discussed about moving coil galvanometer. Galvanometer used to measure small amounts of current in the circuit. So how this galvanometer will be converted into ammeter? What is the use of ammeter? Ammeter always measures current in the circuit. So it will be always connected series in the circuit. For an ideal ammeter, the resistance will be equal to 0. These are the important points about the ammeter. We are already discussed in the previous class. So today, how this galvanometer will be converted into ammeter. Today's topic, galvanometer converted into ammeter. Galvanometer converted into ammeter. How galvanometer will be converted into ammeter? So to convert galvanometer into ammeter, we should have to connect a small resistance parallel to it. It is called shunt resistance. So what is the circuit diagram for this shunt resistor? It will be like this. This galvanometer resistance should be denoted with G. Next it will be a galvanometer. Next here a small resistance parallel to this galvanometer, that is called a shunt resistance or parallel resistor. Okay. Here the shunt resistance should be denoted with S, galvanometer resistance should be denoted with G, total current I. Here the current will be divided into two branches, one will be passes through the galvanometer, another will be passes through the shunt. Galvanometer current should be denoted with I suffix G, shunt current should be denoted with I suffix S. That means to convert galvanometer into ammeter, we should connect a small resistance parallel to it. This is the important point. In 2 marks also they may ask, how do you convert galvanometer into ammeter? Then we have to write, to convert galvanometer ammeter, we should connect a small resistance parallel to that galvanometer. Then it will behave like an ammeter. An ideal ammeter resistance will be equal to 0. Ammeter is used to measure current. Ammeter should be always connected in series in the circuit. These are all the points we are already studied. So next, what is the total current in this circuit? Total current will be I. It will be divided into two branches, Ig plus Is. So according to Kirchhoff's first law, so some of the currents will be divided into these two branches. One will be passes through the galvanometer, another will be passes through the shunt. Shunt resistance will be small. So major part of the current will be passes through the shunt resistance, because it offers low resistance, more current will be passes. So it protect the galvanometer from high and large current. So galvanometer will be safe because of this shunt resistance or parallel resistor. Okay. So this is then shunt resistor, shunt current will be equal to I minus Ig. So this is one of the equation. Let us say equation number 1. Where I will be equal to total current, I suffix D is current passes through the galvanometer, I suffix S is the current passes through the shunt or through the parallel resistor. Then the 2 points A and B, here the total resistance will be R. Okay, here these are will be connected in parallel. So IS and IG. So potential drop across the galvanometer equal to potential drop across the shunt. Potential drop across galvanometer equal to potential drop across shunt. Potential drop will be V equal to IR. So potential drop across the galvanometer is nothing but IgG, because Ig is the current, G is the galvanometer resistance. Potential drop across the shunt is equal to IS S. Okay, then how do you calculate the shunt value? S is equal to Ig G by Is. But from equation 1, what is the value of Is? I minus Ig. Then write it here. Ig G by Is value from equation will be I minus Ig. Since Is is equal to I minus Ig. Okay. Then on the other hand, this can be written as I by Ig minus 1. Is also written as like this, G by I by Ig minus 1. But the ratio between total current to galvanometer current. Total current to galvanometer current should be denoted with N, small n. That means this equation can be written as G by N minus 1. Here N is equal to I by Ig. So that means 1 by nth current only passes through the galvanometer throughout the total current. Through the total current only nth value of current will be passes through the galvanometer. So S is equal to G by N minus 1. What is the N? I by Ig. The ratio between total current to the galvanometer current is called N. So okay. So that means 1 by N value. So out of total current, only 1 by nth value of current will be passes through the galvanometer. So it will be safe. Remaining current will be passes through the shunt resistor. Okay, the S value will be equal to G by N minus 1. Next topic in this. So the resistance between this A and B, total resistance will be R, galvanometer resistance will be G, shunt resistance will be S. So here these will be are connected in parallel. Then when resistors are in parallel, we know that 1 by R is equal to 1 by G plus 1 by S, because they are connected in parallel. Therefore R is equal to GS by G plus S. So this is the total resistance between the points A and B. Okay. So R is equal to GS by G plus S. Okay. Then how do you calculate the values of total resistance? So total resistance will be IR. Resistance of this galvanometer will be IgG. So IR is equal to IgG. Here IG means current in the galvanometer is nothing but IR by G. I by G. R value we are calculated here. GS by G plus S. Here GG will be cancelled. Therefore galvanometer current will be equal to I into S by G plus S. Okay. That means galvanometer current is directly proportional to the total current. This is also one of the formula to find the galvanometer current. Okay. Another equation. IR is equal to, this is also parallel shunt resistance, IS, S. Therefore shunt resistance will be equal to IR by IS. So shunt resistance. Okay. Here also we can write it as, on the other hand, shunt current IS is equal to IR by S. This is for shunt current. Okay. Shunt current Is is equal to I by S. Again R value will be equal to Gs by G plus S. Again SS will be cancelled. Then what it will be remains? Shunt current I is equal to Is is equal to I into G by G plus S. Here also shunt current also directly proportional to the total current. So what is the use of this shunt resistor or a small resistor in parallel? Because major portion of the current will be passes through the shunt resistor. So it makes to save of this galvanometer, because so very low amount of current, only out of total current only 1 by nth part of current will be passes through the galvanometer. Major portion of the current will be passes through the shunt or small resistor which is in parallel. Because of this, the galvanometer will be safe from high and large currents. This is the main topic to convert how to convert galvanometer into ammeter. Ammeter is used to measure current in the circuit. It is always connected in a series. So ideal ammeter resistance will be equal to 0. And how to convert galvanometer into ammeter, the main point is that we should have to connect a resistor, a small resistor, parallel to the galvanometer resistance. So then it becomes, the galvanometer will becomes into an ammeter when we connect a shunt resistor, a small resistor. Because of this small resistor, major portion of the current will be passes through the shunt resistor. Then galvanometer will be safe from large and high currents. Okay. How galvanometer will be into ammeter? Now, how do you convert galvanometer into voltmeter? In previous topic, to convert galvanometer ammeter, we are connected a shunt, that means a resistor, a small resistor in parallel. But here, so we have to connect, we should convert galvanometer into voltmeter. We should connect high resistance in series to it. అంటే galvanometer కి సిరీస్ లో ఒక హై రెసిస్టెన్స్ ని కనెక్ట్ చేసినట్టయితే, సో దెన్ galvanometer will behave like as a voltmeter. See the circuit diagram they are given. I is the galvanometer current, G is the galvanometer resistance, Vg is the voltage across the galvanometer, external resistance or high resistance R. Point A and B. Let us say the terminology here, Vg is the voltage across the galvanometer, G is the galvanometer resistance, R is the resistance what we are connected, high resistance in series. Here Ig is the galvanometer current, R is the total resistance. Okay. Here from the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Here V is equal to Ig into R plus G. Okay, V is equal to Ig into R plus G. This is from the Ohm's law. So the potential drop. So then here V by Ig is equal to R plus G, or external resistance R, the points between A and B, R is equal to V by Ig minus G. So V by Ig minus G, this is the equation number 1. So then potential drop across the galvanometer Vg is equal to Igg. Okay, therefore Ig is equal to Vg by G. This is the equation number 2. Substitute the equation 2 in equation 1. Therefore R is equal to V by Ig value. Ig value will be Vg by G minus G. This can be written as Vg by V suffix G minus G. Take out the G will be common, then it becomes V minus, it becomes G of V by Vg minus 1. This is the R value. So here we are getting V by Vg. So V by Vg value will be equal to N. So that is the ratio between maximum voltage to voltage across the galvanometer. The ratio between total voltage to voltage across the galvanometer will be equal to N. Then the formula will becomes R is equal to G into N minus 1. When the resistance will be large, less amount of current and low amount of potential drop will be passes through this, okay, and then this resistance of galvanometer will be increases. Therefore the formula of resistance in series, so G into N minus 1. What is G? N? N is the ratio between total voltage to voltage across the galvanometer. So when the resistance will be high, less amount of current and low amount of potential drop will be passes through this. This increases the resistance of the galvanometer. So what is the first point? We should connect high resistance in series. Then we can convert galvanometer into voltmeter. Voltmeter should be always connected parallel to the parallel in the circuit across the load to measure the potential drop between the 2 points. So resistance of the ideal voltmeter should be equal to infinity. It will be always connected in parallel. The units of this potential difference will be in the volts. So here, how do you convert galvanometer into voltmeter? A high resistance should be connected in a series to it. So then potential drop will be equal to V, general formula for Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, or V is equal to I here galvanometer current I is Ig, R value they are in series. So because series connection, all resistors will be connected. We know that R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, like that R plus G. So V by Ig is equal to R plus G, or R external resistance R will be equal to V by Ig minus G. This is equation number 1. Then voltage across the galvanometer, potential drop across this galvanometer, V is equal to IR. Again V suffix G. So this is galvanometer voltage equal to galvanometer current into galvanometer resistance. Here also we are taken out the galvanometer current Ig is equal to Vg by G. This is equation number 2. Substitute the equation Ig is equal to Vg by G in the place of Ig in the first equation. Then we get R is equal to G into V by Vg minus 1. V by Vg value will be equal to N. Here it is a ratio between total voltage or total potential difference to total potential difference across the galvanometer. That will be equal to N. Then final formula R is equal to G into N minus 1. If resistance will be high, so less amount of current and low amount of potential difference will be passes through it. It increases the galvanometer.